Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why I won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
180. Point it right. Start.
Mayfield on play action. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there and have time to do limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. They call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. And bulldozing his way through. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 52 yards.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Quick slant here to Smith. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. By about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. He's still on his feet. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing the ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down and 6 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is caught.
And let's go.
Second down in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half line.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles will take the lead here, the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first
A give to Barkley out of the gun. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
In one formation for the Buccaneers.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Barkley inside handoff. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Mayfield off the play fake. And he whips that one incomplete there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Irvin.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield down. This is caught by Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jalen McMillan, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle with Barkley.
Gets past one man. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
A handoff to Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Eagles.
Elijah Moore.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They run out of the gun with Urban.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28.
Mayfield on play action. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And they're going to mark him down with that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The kick by Elliott is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the... And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they take a knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked